Hi and welcome to Strike a Pose. Today's pose is Pigeon Pose. In Sanskrit it is Rajakapotasana. Very long word, so that's why we call it pigeon. So Pigeon Pose is a hip opener. It increases our range of motion and our flexibility in the hips, and there are different ways to do it. Props are also lovely in this pose, so I'm going to show you a few different versions. So take your right foot and you're just going to come into like a low lunge. Your left leg is going to extend long. Place the top of the foot into the earth. You're going to wiggle walk that right foot over to your left wrist. You're going to lay the right shin down. So the shin ultimately should be as parallel as it can be to the front of your mat. The important thing, you really don't want to pull this leg in because you're not really doing much. So the ultimate goal is to try to get that shin parallel to the top of your mat. Now you really want to reach back with that left foot. So try to pretend like you're trying to pick something up with your toes in the back. And we're just going to start with the hands up by the hips. So you don't want to be sunk in here. You want to be straight up. Now, sometimes the hip is going to be airborne. This is where a block is super duper helpful. So if your hip is airborne, just place a block underneath that hip. Now, this might be enough, right? You might just feel, you're gonna feel it in your left psoas here. So you can stay here perfectly fine for your pigeon. Or you can begin to fold into your pigeon, walk the hands forward, and then again, you can place your forehead on a block or just maybe forehead meets the mat and just settle in here. So pigeon is a pose that we typically hold for a long time. And that is just so we can work into the connective tissue, so we can start to release that fascia and really work into that flexibility, into that range of motion. So we usually hold it here for several breaths. And then slowly begin to walk it back up. And then we're going to take it to the other side. So just take your block out. We're just going to switch sides. So place that left foot into your mat, extend that right leg long, and then wiggle walk that foot over so that you can place that shin down. Now you want to keep this foot flexed also. It's easier, less strain on the knee. So again, if your hip is airborne, just bring a block. Really focus on extending that right leg long. You can also curl the toes here if you'd rather. This is a pose that you can just do a lot with, and lots just going to depend on your body and your flexibility. So again, option to stay here, or you can begin to fold into your pigeon. So the hips are actually a place that we hold a lot of our emotion. Our hips are called our junk drawer. We stuff a lot of emotion down into the hips. So sometimes, especially in pigeon, it can be an emotional pose because while you're releasing the muscles, the fascia, the connective tissue, you're actually releasing emotion too. So just breathe into the pose, stay here as long as you need to. In some classes I will hold pigeon for 3 to 4 minutes. And then just begin to make your way up. Now another version of pigeon, if this is too much, you can also do a pigeon on your back. So just placing the left foot into the earth, just bring the right foot over to the left knee. And you're really doing the same thing here. You can just take your hand and use it to press open. So it's the same thing, and then you can even lift that left leg up, draw it in, and use the elbow to nudge leg open. So this is just another option. It's just a reclined pigeon. And then same thing on the left, just left leg over, either staying here or drawing that right leg in, using the left arm to nudge that knee open. So this is just called reclined pigeon, same thing. So that is your pigeon pose. I hope you enjoy. If you are enjoying these videos, please make sure to like and subscribe to my channel, Yoga Strong with Debbie. Thank you.